episode.
Okay, so now cold open.
Are we cold?
On
No, not really.
on the video streams. I have to name the RadioVegas.rocks stream really quick. Hold on a second. Welcome everybody. You're here for our cold open.
Cold.
We're about to start the show in just a couple minutes. Okay, it is official. It is definitely live on the video streams.
Oh,
I'm just
hey.
going to.
And look, it's a cold open, but look, we're not gonna lie. It's basically like, it's like southern Florida in here right now.
Yeah.
I think we're all developing some serious swamp ass by the time this is done. It gets hot in this little box.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, I've got a great breeze behind me right now. Oh, you got that box aimed at me. It's so nice.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah. It's aimed right at you.
Okay, so thanks for your patience.
What a show
Such
we
a
got
cold
planned for
open.
tonight, huh?
Okay, when I point at you, we're going to be live. Okay, Phil?
We are going to be live.
Ooh.
Live.
Live.
Hide your strap-ons, put away your biscuits, and get ready for the ride of your life. It's time for free candy in the van of comedy. It's time for Two Clueless Dudes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all genders, we are here today to bring to you the greatest show on planet Earth. We're very excited for this show. Today we're going to be talking about amazing things. What amazing things, you ask? You say to Junk McGee, which is me. I'm also here with my main man, Hank.
The Hank.
And of course, Waz, supposedly. But we've got a lot of cool things on our agenda today. We're going to talk a little bit about Cookie Monster was arrested. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Star of the Arrow. Everybody knows Stephen Amell.
Yeah.
He tells his neighbor, "You have failed this city," and we'll find out why. Maybe we'll talk to Reddit. I don't know. A new Snyder Cut teaser trailer is out. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Also, we're going to hop into the worst supervillain performances in comic book movie history. Now, I know that doesn't sound very exciting, but when you hear what some of these villains were, you'll be like, "Ow, I forgot how awful that was." And some of them you might not agree with. So we'll find out. We'll see where you stand in the ranked list.
I'm sure there's some sure there's some Batman characters in there.
Bateman?
Batman.
Master Bater?
Batman.
Justin Bateman?
Yeah.
Justin Batman?
Justin Batman. We're also going to remind people why you should never go to the circus. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, history's mysteries as always. That's
Don't ride
always.
elephants. Sorry, go on.
Just remember to like it, listen to it, laugh at it, subscribe to it, and then send us all your pickles.
Send those pickles.
YouTube, Two Clueless Dudes. You can leave us a Yelp review.
Yeah, Yelp us, Two Clueless Dudes, TWO. None of that numbers.
Yeah, we don't do that number game. We ain't hip to that number game. Folks, okay, we're gonna have a great show for you today. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna jump right in. I want to talk about the new Snyder Cut teaser trailer, and what I mean is the Justice League movie has found new life in the form of Zack Snyder's original movie. So how it was originally supposed to be made, and it's going to be shown on HBO Max. Now I've heard it's going to be cut into pieces as a series because it's like 4 hours long or something like that. I'm not sure. But they released like a little teaser trailer, and it's got, I think, Wonder Woman on it, and it's got Lex Luthor talking all crazy, and it shows like a graffiti artist rendition of Darkseid, who is, their version of Thanos, essentially. Actually,
Okay.
And Darkseid was actually first, believe it or not.
Really?
Thanos is the copy of, because he liked Darkseid so much. He's like, oh, that's a cool idea. I'm going to make Thanos and turn it into my own concept. And Thanos, unfortunately, is a far superior character. But
Yeah, I love Thanos.
I watched
Yeah, Thanos.
a teaser trailer, and I went, wow, this is basically the exact same shit. They showed you nothing that made me go, oh yeah, I can't wait to watch this. It was the exact fucking same. I felt like I almost had like PTSD flashbacks of when I actually watched the movie.
Because it was so horrible.
Because it was just awful. The movie's just awful. So if you want to see it, it's out there. It's in the World Wide Webs. It's floating around the interwebs. You can check it out. I didn't much care for it, but hey, maybe you will.
Maybe.
Maybe you will. All right. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna stick to this theme, I think, and we're gonna hop right
Okay.
into the supervillains.
Supervillains, let's do it.
Supervillains. So okay. Thank you. Okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start down. If I can get this to work.
Gonna go ahead and start.
Yeah.
Gurgles. Yeah, you notice further to the right are the longer ones of those 3 rows.
That's pretty. I don't feel like I have that one.
Yeah. No, it's not an exclusive one.
Oh, okay.
I did
One
not.
day, you can actually name them in there. I named them, and then the file got like corrupted or linked to the wrong files, and I lost all my names.
Oh no.
I just gave up on naming them forever. So it's a new discovery all the time. The sound effects I'm talking about, not my children. Just gave up on naming them after a while.
We gave up on children too. Just gave them up.
Just gave them up. Just tossed them around.
Okay, here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna go. I'm trying to go back as far as I can here. Okay, so we're gonna go to number. Start at 12.
Okay,
We're
12.
gonna start at 12. So we're gonna do top 12 here. So right now at number 12, and you guys can tell me if you agree with this. At number 12, worst superhero villains in a comic book movie is Vinnie Jones. Do you know
Never heard
who
of him.
Vinnie Jones is?
Vintage, no.
The Devster, what up, dog?
I can tell you it's not a Stan Lee character because it's the first 2 letters of the first name and the last name aren't the same.
Well, Vinnie Jones is actually the actor.
What?
Yes, he's famous for Snatch.
Oh, he plays,
He plays
a villain.
Bullet Tooth Tony, I think is who his name is.
Never
You
watched
haven't seen
Snatch.
but he
Snatch is
plays-
awesome.
He was X-Men 3, The Last Stand.
Neither of you guys have seen Snatch?
Oh, I've
Holy
seen
crap,
Snatch.
Movie night. Okay, good.
Snatch is like one of my favorite movies of all
Okay,
time.
catching my breath. Go on.
But he played Juggernaut
Okay.
in the X-Men The Last Stand. I don't know if you remember
Alright.
that, but it was like this ridiculous like rubber costume.
Old Juggy,
Yeah.
the
And
Juggalo.
with his helmet, he kind of looked like he looked kind of like a severely used giant dildo.
Severely used.
Yes. It was pretty awful. Okay, so next, now I don't know who if you liked the movie or not. Did you like the original Ghost Rider?
Yes.
I did too.
Ish.
So
Ghost Rider, where there's like letters in the air and stuff.
I did watch Ghost Rider. I did watch that actually, and I did get confused when I was a kid. No, the Nicolas Cage flaming skull face.
I thought it could have been a little bit better, but yes, I enjoyed the
Oh
story.
yeah, it could have been a lot better. But Wes Bentley, who plays Blackheart, the son of Mephistopheles, he's in this. He's listed as number 11. Now I'm going to be honest. I don't really know. I really can't say that I thought he did a bad job, as it was just bad writing.
You talking about
overall.
Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just kind of bad writing, bad screenplay. I just don't think they gave those people a lot to work with.
Yeah.
So I guess in that
the budget was
regard,
probably fairly low.
yeah, you know, I wonder what the budget was. I do wonder. Okay, so next is Colin Farrell.
Really?
Yes, he makes top 10 for Bullseye in the first Daredevil
Yeah,
movie starring
Daredevil.
Ben Affleck. Now, I'm not going to lie, I watched Daredevil in the movie theater 6 times. 6. I think
What?
that's the movie I've seen more than any other movie in the movie theater. I loved it, but I was a huge Daredevil fan.
Oh, okay.
I'm a huge
Was
Like, were you
he
going through a
wasn't-
breakup or something?
He wasn't a very bad. He wasn't a bad villain.
Colin
I disagree.
Farrell. He was weird and awkward to me,
Yeah, but he's a weird and awkward
dude.
dude.
But I think I think it was good. I mean, I liked it a lot. That's all I'm
The
saying.
budget for Ghost Rider was
Such
120
suspense.
million.
Damn, $120 million they got. Holy
They
crap!
made most of it back from you.
Yeah, well, that's for Ghost Rider. I only saw that once in the movie.
Oh,
theater.
Daredevil and Ghost. Okay, I mixed those two.
In the
Yeah.
box office, Ghost Rider made $228 million.
Well, so it actually did make a profit for him.
They profited.
Those suckers.
I mean, I own the movie. Let's be real. It's, I own it.
You own it.
what do
That's
you
funny.
do with it?
I actually watched it not
Use
too
it to
long
hold
ago.
paper?
It's not a very good movie, but it's like the storyline behind Ghost Rider. I mean, it's Ghost Rider.
It just
Yeah.
nostalgically takes you to the
It's Ghost
comics.
Rider. Yeah.
All right.
It's cool.
Number 9.
I'm back with you.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Last Action Hero. Oh no. He
Mr.
was-
Oh,
Freeze.
Mr. Freeze was dope.
Mr. Freeze.
I agree with that.
He comes in at number. It was a little. It just was the opposite of what Mr. Freeze like.
I told you there'd be Batman characters in
Yeah.
this.
Oh yeah.
You have to be in a different mood for the gay Batmans. They're great,
Yeah.
but they're not the same. Like they're not for the same. Like when you feel like campy, a new campy movie, that's probably my favorite because
Yeah.
it has so many characters I love. I love how gorgeous Poison Ivy looks, and then the start of the movie.
Oh yeah.
It's like the safe is filling with boiling acid. And I was just immediately disappointed, like, oh, this is so cheesy already.
so
What am I watching? And then halfway through, I was like, okay, it's just a different kind of Batman that's also fun.
Yeah.
I liked it too.
It was a quirky little Batman thing with. I like George Clooney.
It's
So.
no Tim Burton Batman.
No. So number 8 is Jamie Foxx.
What did he do?
He was in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Arnold was the best in True Lies. Tony, I absolutely agree.
He was
Yeah.
good in True Lies.
Who else is in that? It's
The kid.
no,
The
the
Last
woman.
Action Hero.
Arnold was the
Amy?
best in Twins.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis.
No.
That who else stars in that is Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay.
But Jamie Foxx was Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I actually
didn't see that one.
I
Darn
didn't
it.
think he did a bad job. I don't know.
Just picturing him
think
as
I
a
watched
villain
that
sounds
one.
awesome.
Here comes your man, Jared Leto,
Oh, stop it. Jared Leto and Joker.
the Joker. Yeah.
Oh wait, speaking of Jamie Foxx, it's Juneteenth, so we're celebrating Texas abolishing slavery today.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yay!
That sounds like we're putting them back in slavery. Let's.
Okay, sorry.
Yay! We're getting rid of
Yeah.
the slaves.
No more slaves.
All right. You're slamming the door.
That was the
Oh,
safe
no.
being
We're going
opened.
to
So-
oppress you.
The whole thing with Jared Leto is I can't really say we saw enough to say that he was a bad Joker.
Yeah, agreed.
You know, I mean, I'd like to see all of the. Let me
I
see
want
all
to
of
see
this.
all
Yeah.
of what they recorded because he said
They have enough to make
that
their own movie.
they recorded enough of him to make his very own movie. Therefore, I want to see all those clips.
So yeah, that's what I want to see because
Like
they
some of
say
these
that he
chicks
was
want to free the nipple. I say free Jared Leto's Joker.
Yeah, because I don't think that's fair. I really don't.
Yeah,
Though that movie, Suicide Squad movie,
He only had like
is quite literally
4
one of the
minutes?
worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he only had like 4 minutes, and it was all together.
Yeah, and Suicide Squad had the most pointless plot.
Yeah,
The
there was
most-
no point.
No point to the whole movie.
I feel like he used his character and getting into character as an excuse to be a total jerk to his cast members too.
He
and
was
do
a
awful
jerk.
pranks.
He was
They're just like
pretty nasty.
He was the Joker.
He took it a little too
He
far.
took it too far.
He didn't he like killed a pig? He had took like a slaughtered pig.
there
and
was dead animals involved for sure.
He sent it to Will Smith. Will
don't-
Smith like hates his guts now apparently.
Yeah.
So here's one. This is actually a movie I did not see because I was told it was so bad that it would burn my eyes. But now I kind of want to watch it. This person was Toby Kebbell, who I don't even know who that is, and he played Doctor Doom. Now this is the thing. Fantastic Four had a reboot in 2015, and it was horrendously bad. I mean, horrendously bad. It bombed really, 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 really bad.
Okay.
So I didn't actually get to watch it, but
Yeah, I don't remember ever
they
hearing anything.
said it
about
was really cheesy, bad CGI. So I don't know. Oh, here we go. Here's your other man, Jesse Eisenberg,
Oh.
number 5.
This is so lame because I loved him as Lex Luthor.
What really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lex Luthor. I thought it was awful.
Ah.
He was not Lex Luthor.
He was like Kid Lex.
Really?
Right? Wasn't he like the young Lex, or am I
Yeah.
mixing him up?
He was no. He played like the Lex Luthor.
I might be thinking of a different
in
Luthor.
Batman versus Superman.
And now Michael
Which-
Rosenbaum was the kid Lex
That's
Luthor
the one I was thinking of.
in
That's-
Smallville,
never
and that
mind.
he was amazing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. of.
Probably the number one
Yeah.
villain that's done well would be Michael Rosenbaum's version of Lex Luthor. It was incredible.
Totally agree. That's what I was thinking of.
Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor.
Don't remember him.
He was in Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of
Yeah.
Justice.
I was told to avoid that movie.
And rightfully so.
Ah,
It's bad.
It's
did all
pretty
right.
bad.
I mean, okay, just to give you an idea how bad the movie is, the whole Justice League, all their names and their symbols, was created by Lex Luthor.
What?
Yeah, in a file that Batman steals. Actually, I don't even think Batman steals it. I think he tries to steal it, but it gets stolen from him by Wonder Woman,
Yes.
who he's never seen before, even though she's been doing all these things, obviously, in 1984. And I mean,
Yeah, she would be famous.
right? But he
In
doesn't
that
know who she
universe.
is. Completely fools Batman, and then I think she winds up giving it back to Batman
Later.
later.
So wait, they made the plot all of a sudden that these characters didn't even come up with their own identities?
Right, they didn't come with their own identities, and Batman is basically, other than being really angry and rich, he's virtually inept.
Whoa, so they basically just like pooped on all canon
Yeah.
with this movie.
Yeah. Like, he actually is on the top of there's one scene where Batman is on the top of his car and he's shooting like a minigun and killing people. Batman.
What?
Yeah.
Matter of
makes
fact,
no sense.
I'll make you a deal. I have the movie because I'm a Batman fan. I'll let you borrow it and you can just keep it.
Yeah. You don't even need to return it.
I think it'd be better to donate it where it might get watched.
Okay, so here's one.
Oh, we're out of water.
Paul Giamatti, number 4. Paul Giamatti. Now he's done a lot of good roles. I like Paul Giamatti as an actor, but he portrayed Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Man, another didn't see it.
Awful, utterly, completely awful.
I
It's
don't
like a
think I
what
saw
not
it.
to watch segment.
So this is one that is interesting. Peter Sarsgaard. Peter
Okay.
Sarsgaard, he plays Hector Hammond, and that was Peter. I want to say Peter Sarsgaard is the guy that is It.
Is that it? I
Love
remember
from
him from something-
Boko.
Okay, that's probably what I remember him from.
Thanks, Tanya. Peter Sarsgaard, I think that's who that is. He plays Hector Hammond, which was in the Green Lantern movie. Do you remember the Green Lantern movie
Yeah, that was
with
pretty
Ryan
awful.
Reynolds and the guy with the big head?
Yes.
That was him.
Huh.
That movie was awful. So here's an interesting one. Topher Grace. Do you remember Topher Grace?
Hell yeah, I remember Topher Grace.
From what was it? The
That 70s show.
yes, from that '70s show. He in Spider-Man 3. He was Venom.
Huh. He looks like
Really?
a
But-
Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he's a
He-
thin dude.
He's
And he
Toby-like.
He worked out and tried to put on weight and looked like an average dude by the time the movie came out. But the Venom is supposed to be, a big dude.
Big dude.
Yeah. Like Tom Hardy didn't do a bad job. I liked Tom Hardy as Venom.
Yeah, no doubt.
I just
He did good.
would have liked a better Venom movie overall. It should have been a horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome. But they didn't do that. Fine. And number 1 is Deadpool.
Deadpool is a villain?
Yes.
Oh, you know what, though? It's this particular Deadpool. This
Yes.
Deadpool was no fun.
No fun.
It was a big disappointment.
It was from the X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah, they might as well have not even thrown
Scott
him in there in that movie.
Adkins.
He was like,
He's got, his mouth is gone. He shoots lasers out of his eyeballs. He can teleport. And he's got blades that come out of his hand.
This is a Deadpool.
he just should have been
Yes.
a different character.
It was awful.
They should
Yeah.
have just made up a character at that point.
It was
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
It was pretty bad. It was really bad. That's who they have as number 1. Now, to me, my number one probably would have been Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
Really?
That one really bothers
Like you
me the
really
most.
don't like him.
Because it's not Lex Luthor. I mean,
He was witty though.
it's
Like,
the-
and
it's the
Lex
same thing
Luthor
I
is
feel
very
about
witty.
Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. It's not the Joker.
Joaquin, nah.
It's not the Joker.
I had fun with that Joker.
See, but it's not the Joker.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was
that's
a
my
Joker.
It's a good
It's-
movie, but it's not the Joker.
Yeah, it's a great movie,
Mhm.
great film, but it's not a Joker movie.
Ah.
It's not
Yeah.
that, and so
It shouldn't be labeled as a Joker.
and that's how I feel about the casting of Jesse Eisenberg. And here's the thing, I
I thought he did good.
I don't blame Jesse Eisenberg. I don't think it's his problem because I know he can act. I know he can do some good things. I think this was Snyder, and I think this was poor writing.
Yeah, but DC's just going to continue to put out bad stuff.
Yeah. What's coming out next for them? Wonder Woman, right? 1984. I think is the next.
You know what? I
release.
actually didn't mind Wonder Woman though. Like
The first one?
I didn't dislike it. Like I disliked Justice League and Batman versus Superman.
My issue with Wonder Woman was it was basically Captain America: The First Avenger, only done with a woman. Only minus, like I felt like all of the comedy was, the comedic timing was just off to me. And as somebody that loves comedy and appreciates comedy, it felt really strained and forced, and I didn't like that. And it was also a little, and the movie itself was choppy, and the bad guy turned out basically to be fairly lame, to be completely honest with you. But Gal Gadot is easily the most beautiful super heroine, I guess, in any universe.
Yes.
She was cast perfectly. They couldn't
Agreed.
have done better. So I mean, so there's that. But when you take it kind of, when you look at it in a vacuum against, say, Captain Marvel, right? I feel like Captain Marvel, even though I do have some major issues with Captain Marvel, I just feel like it's a better movie. And it's both an origin story about a very powerful, almost cosmic type woman.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, and you may not. Yeah,
Why can't DC figure it out? You
that's
guys?
true. Gal Gadot does let me forgive many evils, says the Duffster. And I agree with him. Yep, and we got love from Boko. I appreciate that. From Tanya. And Tony, my neighbor. She's been piping in with the Jamie Lee Curtis and whatnots. True Lies.
True Lies.
She made
Great
us.
movie.
She made us some. She came over and dropped off this. I don't know. It was this cheesy, chickeny, noodly
that
goodness,
sounds good.
and these cookies and broccoli. It was amazing. We devoured it. Rob Adams. Wonder Woman was actually really good. Everything else DC does is incredibly lackluster. Gal Gadot is impossible not to love. I agree. She is impossible not to love. The movie
Yeah.
itself, to me,
It's okay.
The only
Okay.
exception for me
It's
is
okay.
it was okay.
all the Batmans. For some reason, I like all the Batmans.
By
For
all
better
the
or for
Batman-
worse.
I agree with you. I can't really
Like
say there's a
Batman
They don't-
Begins, Dark Knight.
Okay.
Every one of them.
Like
for,
I like
Except
those.
for Batman versus Superman. That's actually where I have to draw the line.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not counting that one.
But you haven't
like,
seen that.
Even the silly Batmans, I like them for what they
Yeah,
are.
Adam West Batman I liked. I love Batman Forever is my favorite.
Yeah.
With Tommy Lee Jones.
Serious.
There's no way.
It's not my favorite, but
Jim
I love
Carrey,
it.
Val Kilmer.
all
That's
the
another.
funky
All the those are silly ones, but I
But
love them
paint
anyway.
Yeah, it
and
was
all
funky.
the black lights and that's not a movie.
You just
Rob
gotta
says
do
he enjoyed
mushrooms and
Daredevil,
watch
the Ben
those.
Affleck Daredevil. I did, man. I
Yeah,
thought
it was
great.
a good movie. It really
Alright.
was.
You know,
So
it's-
that's some DC redemption there. So is this a bow on the ribbon of the package of the superhero segment?
Yes.
Then I'm going to introduce your next one. Behold. I said that like I was going to actually introduce it, but I didn't. I
You
meant,
should.
I meant to say I was going to make a stinger so you could. Okay, I'll introduce. Let's try again.
Okay.
There comes a time when two clueless dudes say a thing.
Thing.
Behold. In all its glory.
What's cool is me and Mike knew that we were going to say thing at the exact same
That
time.
was
We
cute.
did. Folks, we are going to very quickly pay some of the bills for the studio that we are using. It's very important to give our sponsors love because they make our show world go round.
Really quick on that, you can go to radiovegas.rocks.
You can.
And even if you're not interested in any of these sponsors, even if you just toss the station a couple bucks with that PayPal donut button,
Donut?
it'll donate some money to us, and it'll help us keep refurbishing this shed.
Yes.
We're saving up right now to get a new air conditioner to cool it down even quieter.
Yeah.
We're
And we need
surviving.
it.
I'm happy. It's
Yeah.
great. But then we can crank the mics louder, and
Yeah.
it just we got to do the floors. We're
And-
about to do foil on the top to insulate the ceiling better. All these things are adding up, and we need your help. all the
And
time.
when we come back, we're going to get to History's Mysteries and put that in your mouth.
Happy 5th birthday, Radio Vegas Rocks. This is Ann Kerfoot. I am in the drive-thru line at New Woo Cannabis Store right now. And I just thought I would call in and tell you guys happy 5th and that you're a bunch of cunts. Later.
Hey, it's Dennis Mitchell, host of Breakfast with the Beatles here on Radio Vegas Rocks, and I just want to take a moment to congratulate Crazy Jay on 5 years of keeping Vegas rockin' with one very cool radio station. I met up with Jay just before he put it on the air, and we've been close friends ever since, so much so he brought back the great online station LV Classic Rock, which we just recently rebranded to High Quality Rock. So hats off to you, Jay, not only on 5 years of keeping us rocking with Radio Vegas Rocks, but for offering 2 fantastic stations that Las Vegas desperately needs. Thank you, Jay. And here's to many, many more.
Hey ladies, when it's not raining men, it's always raining tacos at Juan's, Flaming Fajitas, and Cantina during their daily happy hour from 3 to 7. If things get a little too hot from their authentic Flaming Fajitas, you can visit their outdoor dining area and cool down with one or dos Corona Ritas. If you're feeling spicy, be sure to order one of my personal favorites, their fresh tableside guacamole, which goes perfectly with their homemade chips and salsa for 1 or 2.
Visit Juan's Flamin' Fajitas and Cantina on Facebook or in the real world at 9640 West Tropicana. Proud supporter of the Rockin' Comedy Show for 2 years and counting.
Big or small, they do them all. It's Motor Mission, family-owned and operated machine and radiator shop. At Motor Mission, they offer complete radiator rod and repairing, rebuilding, replacements, and manufacturing all in-house. They also provide complete machine shop services, including engine rebuilding, valve jobs, surfacing, milling, boring, honing, balancing, thermal cleaning, blasting, hot tanking, broken bolt removal, antique restoration, and much more. If you need a custom radiator with electric fans and a fan shroud built for your custom project, they can do that too. Motor Mission works on anything foreign and domestic for autos, industrials, RVs, heavy equipment, power sports, antiques, marine, racing, street rods, hot rods, stationary gen sets or power units, and large mining equipment. Motor Mission is at 5435 Desert Point Drive. Call 702-649-2366 or visit motormission.com.
Be sure to get your mix of music, listen to us with the RadioVegas.rocks app available at the App Store, and check out our VIP card, interact with us in our chat room, and scheduling of our RadioVegas.rocks shows, plus podcasts. It's all available on RadioVegas.rocks app.
Welcome back to Two Clueless Dudes with... What the shit was that?
I don't know.
Did you just caw at me?
This is what kind of came out of my mouth.
Welcome back to Two Clueless Dudes with Mad Mike and the Hank.
Dude, we got the AC way quieter today. Did you notice?
Yeah, it's doing good.
Rent this place out, you guys. This is great. You
We're
can totally,
rocking and rolling.
you can do your show here and do live streaming and use all these mics and stuff.
If you want to get married, we got a great place for that too.
Yeah, we've got a chapel around the corner. It's perfect. So.
All right, what are we
Hyping it.
doing?
All right.
Are we doing Histories, Mysteries? Are we doing Put This in Your Mouth?
We're going to start with a little bit of Put This in Your Mouth. So I have here, if you want to show the fine
Hello?
folks,
Oh, yes.
this is a Kit Kat bar from Japan. And the flavors are Japanese. Okay?
Really, Japanese?
Japanese.
Japanties.
I may
I
be
hope
sniffing
not.
this later. I don't know.
Didn't Gwyneth Paltrow release a candle that smells like her orgasm?
That smells
What?
like her vagina.
No, she just released one that smells like her orgasm, and she announced it on her son's podcast. Her son's podcast.
I think that's dope.
It would
That's
be dope
fucking
if
weird,
she
man.
didn't also sell rocks that you put in your vagina that give people diseases and other snake oil stuff that claims to help cancer that doesn't, that just stops people from taking real medicine and not dying. She's a snake oil salesman and actually an asshole.
Wow.
Well,
I
know
hate
that,
her.
I know that I know they didn't get along at Marvel.
Yeah, because
That was
she's
the problem.
she's immoral. She should be in jail. The language on that site, the Goop website,
Here you go. So it
just
is
barely
white,
skirts.
folks.
Oh, it's so weird.
Oh, so it's white chocolate?
I
Berry
guess.
vanilla.
It smells berry-ish, and I honestly couldn't even tell you. It says
says
what
strawberry.
Oh, it's strawberry.
Is that what it says?
It's really good.
It
I
says
was gonna say it's good.
it says something about Daifuku flavor.
You don't know what
Daifuku.
the hell that thing says. It's in Asian.
Well, there is a picture of a treat that has a strawberry and chocolate and stuff on side. It looks like
You
a
know what?
mochi treat.
It doesn't taste anything like our Kit Kats at all.
It tastes like rice and
Like-
strawberry.
Like
Yeah,
there's
the rice
no,
is the mochi covering probably.
That's
there's-
effing weird.
there's no crisp. There's no crisp cracker taste there.
Oh, I had a little. Your piece didn't have enough. Not as
No,
much though. There wasn't
that-
that much of cracker. You're right. It had a little crisp. It was that rice crisp.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
Oh, I found it. I found it on. Can you check it out? So it's called Nestle Kit Kat Chocolate Wafer Strawberry Flavor.
Oh, it is strawberry flavor.
Oh no. I'm sorry. This is something else.
That's it right there.
Ichigo Daifuku,
That's it. Daifuku.
made of soft mochi. So I was right about the mochi.
Daifuku.
Filled with red bean paste.
Daifuku.
It's really fun to say.
Daifuku. Put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth. Daifuku.
Have you guys?
It was pretty. It was actually really good.
Put it in your mouth, Daifuku. Put it in your mouth, Daifuku. Put it in your mouth, what it is, Daifuku in your mouth, what it is. Put it in your mouth, what it is.
So
Daifuku.
that was actually really good. I mean, not the rap. The rap was good too, but the Kit Kat was really good.
I only have hooks, no verses.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to some mysteries. Let's do it.
That's
All
the
right.
only thing to go in the mouth?
Oh no, we'll
That
do one
tiny
after.
treat?
We'll do a couple
Oh,
of
okay.
mysteries, and we'll get to another.
Nice. Spread it out.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes.
Yes, you are. Thank you.
Mysteries. Like that $20 you say I owe you.
So in 1682, there was an English professor.
A pre-refresher.
Yeah, you know how it gets. Philosopher William Penn founds Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
No.
1682.
William Penn invented the pen.
Like the Beck?
Yeah.
No, that's Billy Penn. This is William Penn.
Oh, okay, I got confused.
Oh.
He founded.
He
Pensil-
founded. He founds. He founded.
He founded it.
He founded it.
Like, did he?
Shit, he been
So hold
finding.
on. Did he find it and then founded?
and then fondled.
He may have.
Back then,
Is he responsible for cracking the bell?
probably
I think he is.
William Penn.
William
Yeah,
Penn.
yeah. I remember watching National Treasure.
Yeah.
1873, Susan B. Anthony was fined $100 for voting for U.S. presidency.
Woo! Now she's on dollars.
Yeah, now she got her own coin and everything.
Coin. I love Susan B. Anthony coins because they're like this gold coin.
Yeah.
I like get like a whole bunch of them and then go to like a Renaissance fair, and you get something that's like $100 and you pay them in coin. Oh, they get so mad, but it's great because I'm like, well, I'm just trying to be authentic. It
Feels good.
Yeah.
your pouch of gold coin.
Yeah.
Jingle jangle.
That's awesome.
They're like, what's jingling? I say, my sack.
Boom.
Ta-da-ts.
I didn't have. I would have.
There we go.
No,
That's the money.
I would have gave you something a little better, but I didn't have it queued up. 1959, Governor of Louisiana Earl K. Long was committed to a state mental hospital. He responded by having the hospital's director fired and replaced with a crony who proceeded to proclaim him perfectly sane.
So, but was he? Does anybody like? I mean,
No, he was crazy as
That's
shit.
the mystery.
was he?
Yeah,
What
he-
did he do that made him crazy, or like?
You know, I mean, hookers and blow.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1991, Everything I Do It For You. The single released by Bryan Adams was Billboard's Song of the Year in 1991. You remember the song?
Wasn't that from Robin Hood
Robin Hood,
Kevin
Prince of
Costner.
Thieves. Yes, it was.
and Morgan Freeman
Morgan Freeman
and Stanley Steamer?
was
You
the...
tell me it's not worth fighting for.
That's it.
Tell me. Oh, sorry.
Now you're getting too far into it.
I love it.
Brian Adams going to come looking for us.
We're gonna get copyright infringement.
2012, a man is beheaded.
Are you related to Bryan Adams?
Yeah, he's my third cousin.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. A man is beheaded for witchcraft and sorcery in Saudi Arabia.
Dang.
2012.
2012 this happened?
2012, 8 years ago.
Was beheaded for sorcery and witchcraft?
Witchcraft and sorcery in Saudi Arabia.
Whoa.
It happened in this week, back in 2012.
Wow.
That's nuts, right?
Yeah. Like, if they're doing, like, sword stream and shit, I mean, wouldn't you be like, hey, I want to talk to... I want to talk to Egon from the
Spangler?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, totally.
Because yeah. Which head?
Kraft. Macaroni and cheese.
The Duffster wants to know which head. Which head was beheaded?
I didn't ask.
Oh, and he didn't say that.
Oh man, don't be talking about that macaroni and cheese right now. Ah,
Mac and cheese is good.
Are you hungry, bro?
I'm just
It's
yeah.
the golden delicious.
You want me to see if Jay's got some macaroni and cheese?
There's no way.
All right, how about
People
this?
don't just have it.
Why don't we snack?
It's that
on-
moment.
Why don't we snack on this? So this is a Twix.
Okay.
Exotic Twix.
Exotic Twix. I saw these and I was like, okay.
Do you have enough?
I
have one
do.
For you? Okay, good.
I made sure to grab extra.
Oh, may I have the wrapper, please?
All right, here you go. 2-pocket. All right, so here we are.
This is a Twix cookies and cream.
Yeah.
Good call.
You like it? Do you like it?
Yeah, can I have another one?
This is incredible. Yeah, give Phil the other one. Here's
Does
a little Twix and music for you guys.
It tastes like
It's a lot of suspense for you to say what it tastes like.
old protein.
Yeah, old protein.
That's what it tastes like to me.
I love the taste of old protein.
Twix eats kind of meal-like. It's a little bit mealish for a candy bar. Like, it's a little filling.
It's a little filling.
I love it.
It's what I would imagine snail sperm would taste like.
Oh no, snail sperm is way saltier.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah.
I
Did you
bet-
know
I bet it
snails are
is.
asexual? They reproduce by giving each other sperm packets.
Really?
They just trade them. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of like Pokemon cards.
Yeah. They have a special little hose that comes out and like hoses some sperm on the other fellow.
Rob says if it has Oreos,
That's-
yes, Phil wants it.
That's called a penis.
But like
No, it's the panene.
everyone gets a penis when you're a snail. And everyone has eggs.
You
yeah.
don't get a penis.
Everybody gets a penis!
You didn't know this, but snails were invented by Oprah.
Agreed.
Up in heaven when she was making her little animals, working side by side with God to design all these great little fellas.
Pokesperm. Yes. That's kind of what, honestly. I'm not digging. I'm glad you guys are.
Oh really? Is it like?
Oh, I
plain
give
for
this.
you?
I give this 10 bananas for sure.
It's not insanely sweet like everything else.
You're
Like,
right.
yeah,
You're
you
right.
like that sweets, yeah?
I do.
Yeah.
I'm all about that sweet dog.
That's
All right.
so good. Okay.
What else we got?
1994.
Yeah.
Former NFL running back, broadcaster, and actor O.J. Simpson was arraigned on the murder of Nicole Simpson and Ron Goldman in this week.
Well, that's really close to his birthday,
Yeah.
which they're going to release the Bronco, and they've decided against it. Which I think is actually unfortunate because I was looking forward to being able to buy a Bronco and getting like a free pair of isotoners
Yeah. Well, I
with
mean,
every purchase.
I think you have to buy a white Bronco for that to work.
Yeah. And then
So-
I would put a speed limiter on it so you can't go any faster than like 30 miles an hour.
A little Bronco like that. Good luck trying to get up to that.
I know.
That's why it's such a comical
Didn't
vehicle
you-
to be in a chase. It's like it's such a slow car.
Didn't OJ write a book called If I Did It?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Has anybody read that?
Well, he narrates it in his
Uh,
documentary.
If any of our listeners have read If I Did It, I'm just curious.
Well, have you not watched his TV show?
He has a TV show?
Yeah, it was like a
You mean Naked Gun?
No, I mean it was actually good.
Are you talking about the Netflix one where?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking about an actual documentary, and he discussed in his book If I Did It, and then he actually gave some understanding of what he wrote in the book, and it's absolutely terrible.
Really?
Yeah, it's
So, from what you saw, do you believe he's innocent?
no, no, hell no,
At all?
no, not even a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, when you say if I did it, and then you describe how it happened, that makes you a killer.
Well, no one's ever acted more like they did a thing and got away with it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Like he doesn't act very much like someone that didn't do it.
I agree. You don't see remorse,
Yeah.
in his eyes.
Unfortunately, he lives in Las Vegas because he committed his last crime here.
Yeah.
So
He's kind of stuck here right now.
he's here for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
He's on parole.
He showed. Were you with me when we went to the
Yeah,
Apple
it was
store?
me and you.
Yeah. OJ is the original Carol Baskin. It's true. It's true.
It
He
is true.
He is.
He's the OJ.
He's the OJ.
Carol Baskin.
Who started all these riots? I'll give you one fucking guess.
Carol fucking Baskin.
Yes.
All right, here we go. 1982. You remember when President Reagan was shot, right?
I was born in '82. So
Yeah.
no, I don't remember it because I was literally a newborn. Actually, I may not have even been. Actually, when did this happen? This week?
In this week.
Nope, I wasn't even born yet.
Good. 1982, John Hinckley was found not guilty of the 1981 attempted assassination of President Reagan.
He was found not guilty?
Not guilty. Why? By reason of insanity.
What?
Yep.
Are you serious? So he just walked.
Sweet little baby Jesus wanted me to do it.
The dude shot Reagan 3 times, right?
Yeah, he got shot 3 times, I believe.
And then
I don't
got-
think he got to walk. I'm sure he spent the rest of his time in a mental institution. You don't get to walk.
Bro, I would rather go to jail than a mental institution.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It was a
sounds
failed assassination plot anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should only get half to.
He shouldn't have used paintballs.
Yeah. 2015, hackers grounded a 1,400 passengers by attacking IT systems at Warsaw Choplin Airport in Poland. 1,400 passengers were grounded
Grounded?
due to hacking.
Wow. Do you think their parents will ever let them out again, or
No,
they're just permanently grounded?
permanently grounded.
Like, why would you do that to? I mean, why Poland? Like, of all the places that you could like make a statement like that, you pick Poland?
Yeah, everybody makes fun of the Polacks anyway. You shouldn't do
it's-
that. You shouldn't do that.
You just, I mean, it seems a little too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
1934, John Dillinger was informally named America's first public enemy #1.
Really, John Dillinger?
John Dillinger was the first.
Really?
Yeah.
He was a bank robber, right?
He was bank robber out of the Midwest, yeah.
And when was this? What year?
1934.
Wow. He was the first one, huh?
First one.
Wow, that's interesting.
My great-great-grandfather actually ran with John Dillinger. I guess he
was-
decided to not follow along towards the end of Dillinger's career.
It's probably a good plan.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think he spent some time in the prison, so that might have been the time frame, but I don't know. I
In the
never-
clink.
Yeah.
I spent time in the clink.
You know
the
how-
worst part was the Dementors.
What is that from?
And I never got caught neither.
1941, Operation Barbarossa, Nazi Germany and its allies invade the Soviet Union during World War II, the largest military operation still known in history.
That's right. And they almost got to Moscow.
Almost got away with it if it
Oh.
weren't for you pesky kids.
Yep. If it weren't for you pesky winters.
Yep.
And
I think-
the fact that they had no oil, food.
Yeah, their
I know.
supply line went dry.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of things that kind of didn't go right
Yeah.
there.
There
But you know what? It was a noble effort.
It was a-
admire their conviction.
Yeah.
Well, I
Mhm.
mean, maybe it's not noble, but
Yeah, definitely not noble.
It's an impressive
2009, 2 metro subway trains collide in Washington, D.C., killing 9 and injuring over 80.
damn.
That's not too long ago.
When was this?
This is 2009.
2009?
Yeah.
How do you? That's awful.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You know what?
How do you do that?
That's like,
who-
dying. That's like dying in a stagecoach that rolled over. Like it's so like rare.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's just that I died on a train. That's
A metro
a
train.
metro
Does sound
train.
trappy. That sounds awful.
It does.
Yeah, it sounds god awful, right? All right, last one. 2011. After hiding for 16 years, Boston gangster Whitey Bulger was arrested outside of an apartment in Santa Monica, California.
Whitey Bulger
Whitey Bulger from Boston.
from Boston, eh?
From Boston, eh?
What was he arrested for?
Oh, he was a big time criminal.
Big time criminal doing
Big-
criminal things.
Big time gangsta.
Big crimes. Big crimes.
He like stole the silverware from like restaurants.
No,
type
broke
guy?
the Liberty Bell.
Bigger.
He broke the Liberty
Yeah.
Bell
Bigger.
with William Penn. They conspired together to break the bell.
It's true. It's true. All right, that's it for History's Mysteries.
That's a good one. Close that.
Close it. Well, there you go, folks. Incredible History's Mysteries. You gotta love them, or you don't have to love them. So I had mentioned earlier, I talked about the arrow.
Yes, Arrow.
I talked about the arrow.
The,
I
the
did.
Plymouth Arrow?
Arrow, the
Gwyneth
star
Arrow.
Stephen Amell from the very popular CW DC show Arrow. He
That's subjective, by the way.
is accusing his neighbor of pooping on his roof. I shit you not.
How do you poop? Like he's talking about being like a monkey, right, and throwing it up there.
Oh, no.
I don't know how he pooped on his roof.
You guys, I have a confession.
Yes.
Did you poop on a roof?
Did you do that?
Was?
Are you a roof pooper?
My next door neighbor was not living in the house. It was just a house there, maybe for sale or something, recession. And so I would get in this bad habit of picking up with the rake the poop that my dog put in the backyard
Uh-oh.
and trying to get it to land on the roof of the neighbor's house.
Yes.
And when that house was bought, like 2 families went through living in the house. Is I'd go up on my roof and hang out, because I'd always go on my roof and hang out. I'd look over and there was just like white snowballs of these ancient turds that were just up there for
That's
like
weird.
5 years or
Probably
something.
from like this could have been like from the Cro-Magnon era.
Yeah, they must have gone up there and been like, what? These little eggs or something? Why is there shit over this roof?
So there's actually a picture of the poop. Stephen Amell posted it on Twitter. He said, our next door neighbor has been illegally doing construction for 3+ years. Cass got upset with her after we did everything we could to be neighborly. Cass called her out multiple times on Memorial Day weekend. The next day, she snuck into our backyard and shit on our roof.
Wow. I've never been so mad I wanted to shit on somebody's roof.
The next thing he said to his neighbor, "You have failed the city."
Oh.
Pooped
You have
down the
failed the
principal's
city.
chimney while he was on vacation.
Who did that?
Man, the Duffster.
Man, Duff.
It's probably just all landing on that flap in there. So when he opens the flap, all this
Well, the
poop
problem
falls
is
down.
if there's that flap, so he may not even just it'd be this weird smell and never know
It just
until he burns up.
Yeah,
the
because
poo, I
there is
guess.
the flu in there.
he dies of carbon
You can-
monoxide poisoning from blocking the
cloggage. I've never seen poop on a roof, but
No.
I saw a
Well,
dog
pigeon
with a
shit,
boner
that's about
on
it.
a roof.
Oh.
Yeah, look at my car. I'll show you poop on the roof.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that kind of poop, but not actual a poo-poo. Not the actual poo-poo.
PP.
Not the actual poo-poo. All right, so there is a petition underway. So, okay, we haven't really talked much. We try not to get too political. We know there's left. We know there's right. I get it. Everybody has their own view. But some things do happen, and they are funny. They are satirical. They are just things that I think we all can and should be able to laugh at, okay? Also, before we go any further, I want to give a big shout out to all of my Maryland peeps
The third
that are listening. in.
honorary
Yes.
clueless dude.
Yes, absolutely. Alan, and I know that he's managed to get a bunch of people to listen in over there, and I'm grateful, and I'm glad you enjoy the show. Well, most of you anyway. And So this is it. There's a petition underway to rename Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
They want to call it Flavortown.
Flavor Flav.
Well, isn't that Flavortown the name of...
I love this so much, by the way.
What's his name?
Flint, Michigan.
Dang it, no. Guy Fieri.
Oh, okay.
He uses the term Flavortown. So they could just take down the Christopher Columbus statue and just put up statues of Guy Fieri. All over the place.
He deserves it more. That's the thing.
Guy Fieri?
Guy Fieri has done more positive for humanity than Columbus has, even if you subtract all the negative Columbus did, which was a shit ton.
Columbus actually did not do a lot. It actually wasn't Columbus. I think there's this huge
Do you feel like
misnomer.
he's unfairly...
It was the Spaniards.
Ah.
See, Christopher Columbus was not Spanish, but that was the only people that would fund his expedition.
So he was kind of like a traitor.
He actually was one of the only mediators for the native people.
Oh.
He actually got so friendly with them, he actually adopted one as a son.
Ah.
But people
So
don't know that.
he was part of a bad thing, but not necessarily the bad thing
Right.
leader.
And also, it was Ponce de Leon who actually found Florida.
Oh.
And now he's known for salsa. But as well.
Educational,
Yep.
man. Thank you.
Anyway,
It's gorgeous. That was gorgeous.
it is pretty standard to poop on your boss's desk when you get fired, right? Rob is asking for a friend. And Columbus did get famous by getting lost. That is absolutely true.
I would say if you get fired, yeah, taking a dump on the desk is completely A-okay.
So of all the things you could get arrested for,
Yeah.
this one here, well, he didn't get arrested, but he got fined. He got fined, and this kind of blows my mind. But if I were in their shoes, would I have done the same? So, or would you have done the same?
Okay.
In Austria, Austrian police defend decision to fine man after provocative fart.
I mean, I would be in jail all the time. I think it's funny to dust people.
A man in Vienna has been fined 447 pounds
Whoa.
for breaking wind loudly in front of police in a move the Austrian capital's police force was at pains to defend. The Austrian newspaper reported that the penalty stemmed from a public incident on the 5th of June that the offender was fined for offending public decency. City police wrote on Twitter that, of course, no one is reported for accidentally letting one go. They added that the man had behaved provocatively and uncooperatively during an encounter with the officers that preceded the incident. He got up from the park bench, looked at the officers, and let go a massive intestinal wind, apparently with full intent.
That's
know
the
what?
thing, is he was probably sucking it in, popping it out, you know?
Yeah, I
And
mean,
that's
don't.
quote. That's a quote.
You got to let that stuff out. You know, you don't want to let that. You don't want to hold on to that.
But they did say that the decision could be appealed.
You don't want to, but when you're adding it, when you're provocative, that's the thing. You can tell when you see someone making that face where they're pulling air into their anus to then release it extra.
Can you do
The
that?
face. Oh, yeah. There's at least 2 people in history that have made semi-famous musical careers out of making recording after recording of them singing through their buttholes, pulling in and then
Really?
puckering at different amounts to get kind of crappy singing.
That is
Wow, that's some really shitty work.
You can't hear like words, but it's like.
and you've listened to this.
Every day.
Duh. Obvi.
Wow. You know what? There's a genre of music out there for you. Whatever it may be, there's a genre out there for you. All right, folks. We're going to go ahead and pay the bills. Check out some of our incredible sponsors. We will be right back with more news and why you should never go to the circus.
Ever notice how sometimes classic rock isn't classic? Classic is supposed to mean the artist has been around for a while and done a thing or two. Welcome to High Quality Rock, the undisputed best artists and songs in rock and roll history with no posers and no slog. Only the best of the best rock music with pedigree that didn't come out of a comic book. Great music 24/7, excellent programs all week and every weekend. It's basically the only rock music station you need, and it's at highqualityrock.com, now included with the free Radio Vegas Rocks app.
Nut rub
from Ball Wash. You put that on after you cleanse yourself and get a nice little fragrance down there, and it lasts all day, and it's absolutely really amazing.
Ooh, yes.
And it smells great. So there you go.
Yeah, heck yeah! Thank you so much. I'm so proud to be coming.
Thank you, Ball Wash, and visit them
Ball.
online at ballwash.com and use coupon code Radio Vegas to get 20% off.
Man, I'm having
They
so much fun.
have
already popping
shampoos
these.
and they have soap. And
I'm very
they have,
excited about this. I've always seen this. Like, I wonder how that works or what it smells like.
Well, you should open it and smell it, and you'll get even more
There you go.
excited.
Twist and pull.
He had
twist and pull.
he had no trouble at all over here.
Listen, all right, I don't grab things that are lubricated. All right, give me a break. All right, it smells delicious. No, actually, you can smell it through the can. It actually does smell pretty
you do?
good.
You can?
Yeah, it says ocean air and solid cologne.
Ooh, mine is cedar and citrus for those woodsy smells.
I mean, it says ocean and air on mine. Does it say yours is cedar?
Cedar and citrus.
Okay, here, I'll trade you. So you can smell mine. Well, I don't want you to smell it that way, but I mean,
Well, this is nice too.
yeah, see, and they actually make some really good smell. Dude, nut rub. Tonight, let's put it to the test.
Let's rub some nuts.
Let's rub the cedar and the ocean together. See if we can get a woody ocean.
Let's rub some nuts.
When you need the balls to smell as fresh as the day.
Nut rub.
From Ball Wash. Use coupon code Radio Vegas to get 20% off.
Why do we love the Golden Tiki so much? How about the handcrafted tiki drinks made with freshly squeezed juices, homemade syrups, and top shelf booze? These aren't your cruise ship pre-mixed cocktails. These specialty drinks take time and are for the true cocktail enthusiasts. Located in the strip mall in Chinatown, it's truly a hidden hideaway. Well, hidden if you don't know the address. It's 3939 Spring Mountain Road. This place is what my tiki bar dreams are made of, an adult version to Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, complete with alcohol-infused Dole Whip and dirty talking birds, with drink names like Navy Grog, Terrible Twisted, and Dirty Banana. And last but not least, a shot of empathy named Kraken. These drinks will have you back and back again. From the kick-ass atmosphere, hidden Easter eggs in the bar, like Bigfoot's footprint, and don't forget to rub the golden dong for good luck. From live music to DJs that will make you feel like you're on a tropical vacation. The Golden Tiki, 3939 Spring Mountain Road. That's the Golden Tiki, 3939 Spring Mountain Road.
Favorite internet radio station, Radio Vegas.rocks.
What up? This is Mad Mike, aka Junk McGee, part of TCD. I'm here with the Hank.
That's right.
And Waz, allegedly. So,
He turns around and
so we.
our friends
we
from
have a-
Honored Palmer. Let's pop this.
Yeah, our buddies from the Palm of Arnold.
Palm
have got us this
Spiked.
incredible
half iced
and half.
tea, half lemonade.
Like, and I don't know. are you
Contains
supposed
5% alcohol.
I'll give
Beverage
them a look real
contains-
quick before you open it.
Please drink. It says please drink responsibly. I'm not entirely sure that I think drink responsibly is like an oxymoron.
Well, for me it is, because that's retarded. I'm not responsible anyway.
Not too shabby.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Oh, that's good.
So you have a story that you found on The Onion. So again, I just want to reiterate to everybody that this is satire. This is not a political point of view. We're not here to.
Oh, yeah.
We're not here to talk politics.
You guys have finally gotten to the point where you have to start disclaiming or
You want to because
starting to be consequences. Without
I know.
disclaimers.
I have friends on the left. I have friends on the right, and I do not want to alienate any of them from our incredible show because our show is incredible. It's supposed to be a place where you can kind of forget about all the worries and all your strife. Akuna Matata.
Akuna Matata. Akuna Matata.
The Onion is known for doing satirical, political news stories, and they're usually like way far out there, like just would never happen. The Onion, however, tweeted about Aunt Jemima's removal hours before the actual announcement. So they actually meant it as a joke.
But they scooped it.
But they actually wound up predicting the future. So I just found that to be wild. That's something that is that's meant to be satirical, that's meant to be a joke, actually happened.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead. I think the Hank actually has the story that was written. So we're gonna read you the story. Not saying we agree or disagree or that if it's funny or not, but we wanted to give you that story that was leaked hours before it actually happened.
So Quaker Oats goes to replace Aunt Jemima mascot. This is out of Chicago in response to the nationwide protests regarding police brutality and racial discrimination. Food conglomerate Quaker Oats announced Friday that after 130 years, it would replace its historically racist Aunt Jemima mascot with a black female lawyer who enjoys pancakes from time to time.
Not all the time. Just occasionally, the occasional pancake.
Yeah. You know how it is.
Tony's making us pancakes tomorrow.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Man, am I messed up that I didn't know that those brands had racist origins? I thought those were just... I thought it was like modern day black people that were good at food.
Well, this is actually the sad part. Is Jemima was actually the first black millionaire.
Right.
She was actually the first millionaire.
Oh,
but
she was a real person?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's what I thought. I thought at least one of those brands
and
was like an
unfortunate
actual...
because she did so much and she created this incredible brand.
And now
it's being taken away,
now.
which is unfortunate. But hey,
there's got to be more to it than
there
just
could
her
be.
creating this great brand, or they wouldn't be thinking about revamping it.
There could be.
Well, you're going to hear about it.
Okay, cool.
The time has come to replace Jemima, a problematic and stereotypical character that originated in minstrel shows, with Sheila, the public defender of cultivated taste who eats pancakes on occasion, in addition to a variety of other foods, said Quaker spokesperson Aaron Parsley, who explained that the former Aunt Jemima brand of syrups and pancake mixes would now bear a logo depicting an African-American woman who wears a suit, carries a briefcase, and isn't an aunt per se, though she is a godmother to a child of a dear friend she met at an undergraduate at Dartmouth College.
So she has a whole backstory.
Yeah, I
That's
like it.
hot. I love it.
Yeah, she's got a backstory. Our new mascot is based on several real-life black women who are lawyers and eat pancakes some mornings when they aren't too busy litigating on behalf of the disadvantaged.
That's sick.
Sheila does enjoy our extended line of breakfast foods. That is one small facet of her rich and complex identity as a human being. Sheila also speaks fluent Italian, likes U2.
And Chef Boyardee.
Likes U2, is bisexual, and enjoys cross-country skiing. Let us make it clear that Sheila never serves the pancakes herself, but now and then goes to dinner near the courthouse where a waitress and waiters of a variety of races serve them to her. At press time, Mars Incorporated announced it would be following suit by replacing the mascot of Uncle Ben's brand with black engineering graduate student.
Good for them.
Yes.
Sounds
for them.
funny because it's over the top in The Onion, but was that The Onion's article
The
there?
Onion.
That
Yeah,
was
Because
that
it
was
was
The
too detailed to be like really that.
Yeah, that was The Onion. That was
But
all
if they had that
satirical.
kind of detail to the character, we could fall in love with the character. And
I
then
liked that.
Eat the food tastes better then.
And the name is Sheila, so you could play the Prince song. Oh, Sheila. I think that is Prince, right?
I don't
can't
know.
get over the
Yeah.
lapels. I mean, I love a woman in a suit with lapels. Like no
Lapels?
joke.
Like
Lapels.
Patty
And a
lapels?
briefcase.
Like right here.
And a briefcase.
In a briefcase? Yeah, that's so
Yeah,
hot.
it's kind of hot.
I like a woman that's like out there making money for me to live off of and stuff. It's
You know
so
what I'm
sexy.
saying? Oh, man. That's what I need in life.
Listen,
I need a sugar
I'm
mama.
a businesswoman, yeah.
I need a sugar mama. in
Business
life.
sugar.
What did I do?
Are you losing the show?
Oh,
We're losing the show.
I accidentally. Okay, here we go.
Mad Mike has lost the show.
I need more power.
I did.
What was that voice? It's like an old timey announcer, Star Trek.
You know
More
what?
power, child.
You know what movie I wish they would remake? Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
Because
It needs
with
to be
all
redone.
of the stuff, all of the CGI and all of the cool stuff. I mean, because that movie was cool, like Goonies. Like some movies just
I thought
shouldn't
it was
be
cool
remade.
if I never resaw it.
But
Mike's
so
excited.
no.
Yes,
You don't
I finally
like
got
Howard
it.
the Duck?
No, I liked it as a kid, but I haven't rewatched it.
It's
Oh man, it's
Awful.
pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
actually.
But I did like the movie as a kid.
Oh,
though.
I just
Phil
remember my mom being upset that I
Ski.
liked it. She didn't want me to like it. And she likes comic books a lot.
Oh.
I think there's dirty stuff I didn't understand, though.
Yeah. at the very beginning, I think they did show some duck breasts.
Oh snap!
Definitely got to rewatch that
I
one.
think there is. Yeah. Okay. So Vancouver. Okay. And warning: this story contains scientific descriptions of sex and genitalia
Uh-oh.
that some readers may find offensive.
Uh-oh.
Researchers from University of British Columbia are wondering whether COVID-19 pandemic is to blame for an increase in genital injuries among men in Greater Victoria, Canada. After 6 men were treated for such injuries in the region in the span of a week. Okay?
What?
This is the God's honest truth, folks. In an article from the forthcoming issue of the Canadian Urological Association Journal that was published online Wednesday, researchers from UBC's Department of Urological Sciences, there's an actual department just for urological stuff. That just blows my mind.
Yeah.
Thank goodness, though. Bless their hearts. When your
Leah
wiener hole
Thompson, she
hurts,
was hot.
it
Oh, yeah.
makes your belly button hurt, and it's the worst thing.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, Howard the Duck, Leah Thompson when she was hot. Leah Thompson was
Leah
the love
Thompson
interest.
was so hot.
Right?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, so researchers from the UBC's Department of Urological Sciences and the school's Island Medical Program share an anonymized details of the 6 injuries, which they say are uncommon in the region. With a famously elderly population in Victoria, BC, male genitourinary GU trauma is rarely encountered. We likely do not see more than a handful of cases per year. The 6 injuries included 2 incidences, this is great, which men experienced penile fractures
Uh-oh.
during heterosexual sex with their partners on top.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Penile fractures, dude.
You know
ladies,
what?
Ladies
They
be riding
broke their
rowdy.
wieners.
Riding rowdy. She rides you rowdy.
Yeah, she riding dirty.
They can pee.
I mean,
they
ride,
can pee around
riding rowdy.
corners now.
Oh my gosh. Can I make another confession?
Yes.
So-
You've broken your penis?
No, but a roommate of mine did.
Oh my
he tore it.
God.
So what happens is when he gets hard, there's a hinge that only moves one way, upwards, like this.
Whoa.
But otherwise, force can go this way. So he could push on the upper wall, no problem. But I need force downward, and it just buckles in the middle like a switchblade. So we called him Switchblade.
Whoa. Whoa, he's got a switch wiener. That's
Shout out to
crazy.
Switchblade. Ow!
Switchblade, what's up, baby?
Fold it up.
He gets them all.
He gets them all.
He gets them all. Okay, so penile fractures during heterosexuality with their partners on top, as well as one instance of a painful erection that lasted for 4 days.
I thought you were supposed to go to the doctor after 4 hours.
But because of COVID-19, nobody's leaving their house.
Oh, man.
Okay. One instance of ruptured testicle sustained while riding an all-terrain vehicle, and one instance.
Well, wouldn't that suck? You tear a nut riding a ATV and you don't even get the bust?
Yeah. Well, no, you busted a nut.
Oh,
Just not in the way that would be pleasant. Next is one instance of penile pain, I quote, resulting from frequent masturbation.
Uh-oh.
And one instance in which a man's penis was bitten by a dog.
Oh no! Don't allow.
Now,
Don't allow access.
How do you get your penis bit by a dog?
Okay, so you say that,
access
but I've
mistakes.
actually had my wiener bit by a dog.
Through pants though, right? You weren't offering it.
No, I was asleep. And it was the morning, and you know, dudes get morning wood. It
Oh,
happens.
yeah.
We had a little puppy, and she thought I was playing, and bit me on the wee wee. And I was like,
You have the best stories.
Dude.
From E. coli
Yes.
to oh my God,
Pam, what's up, Pam?
you got so
Pam,
many
Pam, Pam.
good,
Pam, 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 Pam.
fantastic stories.
Yes. So I legit, and her name was Frenchie. She was a great dog. She was fantastic, wonderful.
I'm still stuck on Switchblade.
And she bit me on the
Like,
wiener.
I think we should have Switchblade
my
on
boy
the show.
Switchblade.
Is he still around?
Switchblade. Oh, I hope so. I need to
I
hit him up. Actually,
we need to have him on the show for sure.
I just want to repeat what we have: 6 injuries, 6 penile injuries that happened in the span of a week, which is more than what happened the entirety of all last year in Victoria. We had 2 penile fractures, we had one ruptured testicle, one had a hurt pee-pee from masturbating too much,
Yeah.
and one had his pee-pee bitten by a dog.
Listen,
That sounds like some weird 12 Days of Christmas type stuff.
yeah, but if you go like to Brooklyn or Queens or something, like this is like an everyday occurrence.
Dogs is out there buying wieners.
Yeah, they just go out and bite wiener left and right.
It's a
Totally.
lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. You're right, yeah. It's a choice.
Yeah.
I keep putting my shirt over the microphone.
I know.
Excuse me.
Okay, so how far would you go
All the way.
You're just
if
so
a
ready
kiss
with that answer.
on a date led you to an infection?
Well, I mean, you don't feel the infection right away, right?
Well,
Like,
this
oh,
guy did.
infection's sneaking in. Better finish.
Yeah, I
This
mean,
is just a kiss. A man has sued his date for $236,000 after a kiss led to a cold sore infection.
really?
I'm not kidding you.
Can you do that shit?
This
Apparently,
seems very hard to prove.
a British personal trainer is suing a woman he met on a date with after being left with a virus for life that he claims resulted from their romantic encounter.
60% of people have that virus. So
I mean, come on,
you shouldn't have to disclose that.
right? I mean, come on. It's herpes.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Yeah.
We all got a little bit of herpes.
Seriously, I don't know if I know anyone that, like, if I've been with someone
We
that
all
didn't
got a
with me.
little taint.
Yeah, we all. Okay. Confession.
Another one. Is this from Switchblade again?
It was, the year was 2009. I was in Rooftop Ridicule, and I had a bandmate, and there's this woman, this adorable little chick that was going around the world,
Yeah.
living in the hostel across the street from the Aruba. We were playing at the Aruba every weekend, and she was so adorable, and the other singer had the hots for her. And then one day, she just, like, after a show, just, like, jumped on me, like, legs around my waist.
Wow.
And we made eyes first. There was an eye communication.
Okay.
And then it occurred.
Okay.
And then a day later, I had, like, a world of sores in my mouth
Oh no!
from, like, around the globe.
Well, I'm not making out with you anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure you all have had like some type of embarrassing, like naked stories, right? So
Everything in the pants has been cool.
I
Yeah.
was a much younger man. I was like 18, and I was naked.
Naked?
I had a lady in the bed, and I had stood up, and she had decided to try to kiss my butt.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I had decided to fart.
Yes! Yes, yes, yes.
To make it even worse, she made a noise. She made a noise, but I wasn't looking at her because I was looking away. So I turned around.
Yeah, that's called pink eye.
Yeah, I turned around to see what the commotion was, and I elbowed her in the nose and knocked her off the bed.
Oh my gosh.
So it was a comedy of errors.
Never approach a horse from the back.
Never. So
What
You know what?
I felt so bad, but
Yeah, I
it
bet you
happened.
did.
It was really funny. I probably left
That is so
for a
great.
very long time. So anyway, this man, Martin Conway, 45, says he was left traumatized after contracting a cold sore from a woman he knew as... This should have been his first clue. He knew her as Giovanna Lovelace.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's
Most
your fault.
realistic human name.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
Like this is totally your fault. He's now demanding a payout of $248,600 American dollars from Miss Lovelace, stating she failed to inform him that she had herpes simplex virus,
Yeah.
HSV, which she had a moral and ethical and legal duty to warn him of the risks before they locked lips. Now let me ask you this. If she said, hey, I got herpes, do you really think he's not going to kiss her? He's still going to kiss her.
Yeah, just not on the lips.
But it's still going to happen. They're still going to... I bet you they banged.
I mean, cold sore in the mouth's different than a cold sore somewhere else.
I guess so. There are 2 types of HSV, both which can occur in the mouth, lips, and genitals. The symptoms last 7 to 10 days. You carry the virus for the rest of your life, and it can flare up. Okay, ho! All right, this is exciting. I have a picture of the man.
Okay.
Okay, so this makes a whole lot more sense that he met a woman named Giovanna Lovelace. Okay, I wish Wazowski knock. Look at this guy. Look at that dude.
Yeah.
That's a face only a mother can love.
He's not winning shit.
I'm gonna see if I can show you guys. Hold on.
Yeah, let me tell you something. This guy, he's not going to get rewarded anything. Matter of fact, they're going to make him pay for the court bill and everything. Court fees. This guy, what a joker. What a waste of time.
Right. You know what? That actually reminds me. When I was concierge, I worked at the Monte Carlo, and I actually had a guy come down. He was in just his boxer shorts. And he had a part of the bed frame, the top part of the bed post.
Yeah.
He had part of the bed post that was handcuffed to his hand.
Oh, he got trick rolled.
Yeah. So he comes down, tiny guy, French guy, tiny guy. He comes down yelling and screaming. He comes down yelling, screaming, all insanity at the front desk. And he claims that he had invited 2 prostitutes up to his room where they then handcuffed him to the bed, beat him senseless.
Yeah, of course.
And then stole all of his money.
Yeah.
And this is the best part. He got arrested.
Oh, did he?
For soliciting prostitution.
Stupid.
Because he admitted to it. Yeah.
So I'll be honest with you. We've worked a lot of between you and I. We've worked a lot of casino industry jobs.
It's true.
And I've seen my fair share of trick rolls, and some of this shit's just hilarious. My funniest one is when I got 2 of them.
Lay 'em on me.
When they're told to go wash themselves up, make themselves all nice and purty for the evening, and so they go take a shower, but they watch you punch in the code, and then by the time you're in the shower, they re-punch in the code and they empty your safe, and boom,
Damn, that's
gone.
crazy.
So you got 1, 2.
Trick rolls. I just figured out what this.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
2.
You roll the trick.
Is
Legit.
a property I used to work at used to have terraces.
Terrorists?
Terrorists?
Terraces.
Oh, outdoor kind?
Terrences?
Not Terrence.
Terrence and Philip? Okay, sorry. Let's let you actually do the story.
That's Terrence and Philip. That's from South Park, right?
Yeah.
And they're from Canada, which ties back into the story. Okay, it's great.
Wrapped it up.
But they would get them in the out on the terrace, and then they would lock them out, and then they would be out on the
stuck on the balcony
on the terrace naked, and you watch your entire room become what used to be yours.
Wow.
So yeah, that happened quite frequently.
That's amazing.
If you come to Vegas, boys and girls, prostitution's not legal. If you wanna dabble in it, understand that you're probably not going to actually get it. The only way you're actually going to get laid is if you go to a brothel.
Yeah. Get your hump in Pahrump.
Yeah, you gotta go a little bit west.
You gotta go to the west side. West side. All right, so that was just a face that only a mama could actually love. I've got one more great one for you, and this is one that we talked about earlier. Cookie Monster sadly was arrested.
Unbelievable.
And I just want to talk about this really quick.
Wait, what was the face only a mother could love? Was it this guy or the previous guy?
No, that was the other previous guy.
Okay.
This is
Wait,
also a
let
face.
me pull up that dude's face really quick. What was the
Oh, it
previous
was
thing?
heinous.
There it is. It's called Mansu's Date.
You know what? He probably found her on
We'll
Match
show
or
you guys.
something. Or Plenty of Fish.
We'll show you. We're going to show you.
So
So,
texting during a movie, or a different man suing his date.
oh no, what? Texting during the movie sound? People sue over just about anything nowadays.
Yeah, people suing their date for a few things, but this one's over a movie ticket.
Wow.
And a woman was texting during the movie, so he wanted his movie ticket money back.
That's all he
Word.
wanted back.
So wait,
Word.
Oh, this is the cold sore infection, fella. Sorry. I'm so flustered today.
It's all that Red Bull.
I know, I bullied so hard today.
Red Bull gets you wings.
I had a caffeine pill earlier too, and it's one of those that has theanine in it too. So it's
Oh.
like theanine is a little bit sleepy sometimes. It's a serotonin precursor.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's
All
the
right.
cold sore man. Go ahead and talk about this.
So next is
Cookie Monster.
PA mom in Cookie Monster costume
Oh?
arrested after ODing in car outside kid's babysitter's house.
Boom, boom.
It was a sad but bizarre sight. A mom passed out in her car of an apparent opioid overdose,
Oh, bummer.
dressed in a Cookie Monster costume.
Oh,
That's dope.
I'm sorry. That's as funny as it is.
Police say it happened right after the mom, identified as Rachel Love Martin, 38, of Westmoreland. I think that's Moreland.
There you go. There's,
County,
there's the
Pennsylvania.
picture of the guy that only a face a mommy can love.
I
This
mean,
guy looks all right.
What are
He's
you
got
talking
teeth like
about?
mine.
the person who he was
He looks
suing
like he's going to put you in his backyard.
was known as Giovanna Lovelace. That doesn't sound like a prostitute.
He looks like a murderer, but he's handsome.
All right, so he's Ted fucking Bundy. Great.
Yeah, there you go.
So, so Love Martin of Westmoreland County, Pennsylvania, had dropped off her 9-year-old child with autism with a babysitter in West Newton. According to KDKA TV in Pittsburgh, the criminal complaint states police arrived at the babysitter's house, finding the child wearing no shoes or socks, with just a pair of pants and a t-shirt. It was only 43 degrees out.
Whoa.
That day, right.
Let me tell you, if I'm stuck in a Cookie Monster costume, I'll be on something.
You got to be on something. The same officer allegedly found Martin slumped over the wheel of her car that was running, wearing a blue Cookie Monster costume. First responders were called, and Martin was given Narcan, as police say she
to
appeared to
bring
be
her back.
overdosing on heroin.
Yep.
She was taken to the emergency room where she recovered. The Child and Youth Services placed the 9-year-old with her biological grandmother.
Basically, that means you're a piece of shit.
As
Kratom.
for why she was clad in the famous Sesame Street character, known for his cookie addiction,
Me love cookies.
police just aren't sure.
Oh yeah, of course. I want the addict character. Real talk though, public service. Kratom is a natural way to get vitamin K in large doses from a plant that comes from the east.
Cranium? Yeah.
Kratom, you can get it at smoke shops and stuff. You want to? It's like sometimes it's not. There's not a lot of good quality control on it, but like the name brands are really good. Like I can't remember any of the brands right now, but it's a great opiate replacement that's natural and not habit forming.
Woo!
Yeah, so do that if you got an opiate problem. Check out Kratom. Clarity with a K is a good brand. Clarity Kratom.
Clarity Cranium.
Yeah.
Cranium.
Kratom. It's a life changer for a lot of addicts, that especially ones that weed doesn't help them. Because that's a good like replacement drug too, of course.
See,
Doesn't make you as dumb as weed either.
Did you guys ever see the movie Requiem for a Dream?
God, what a fucking over the top.
Have you seen Requiem
I
for a
did. I
Dream?
hate that movie.
What is it?
I love that movie.
Some parts of it I really love.
Requiem for a Dream.
No.
It stars Jared Leto, actually.
See-
It is very over the top.
It
though.
made me want to do drugs because I'm like, this is so lame and extreme that like,
Very extreme.
you could just go to the hospital and have your vein treated. You don't have to keep.
Yeah, but,
No, I
but
know I don't
the
recommend
reality
intravenous
is-
anything. I
yeah.
don't intravenous anything, but still.
But the reality is, a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I'm sure there's people out there that refuse to go to the doctor.
yeah, for sure.
You know, they refuse.
I think it's one of those things where like a lot of drugs have been made so scary that you try them and they're not scary. So then you
Yeah,
think
because
actual
you
scary drugs
see it.
aren't scary, and they
When you
actually
try
you should be
scary-
afraid of them.
Yeah.
Like, where's the?
The commercials say
Great soundtrack,
may have
absolutely great.
suicidal effects and all this other great stuff. And you may turn into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and kill everybody.
Oh, that
you know.
piece bath salts.
Oh my God!
Bath
That's
salts
the
are
one-
freaky.
That's
Yeah.
the one where the guy ate the face
Ate the face off the
of the
Miami
dude in-
guy.
Yeah, in Florida.
You should
Florida
be
man.
afraid of any mystery
Florida
chemicals.
man eats other Florida man tonight at 11.
No doubt.
So bath salts are fake weed. Any mystery chemicals are
Is
bad.
that what it is?
Stimulants are
No,
dangerous.
bath salts are
Heavy opiates are dangerous. That's what you teach kids.
I don't know what bath salts are. I have no idea.
Bath salts are usually synthetic cocaine. But
Synthetic
synthetic,
cocaine.
but like because it's like a sister molecule and a synthesized molecule, with the effects it has on other mechanisms in the body are way less known. In the moment one becomes illegal, they twist the chemical by a tiny bit, and that's why there was fake weed killing people because there's so many
But
variations.
that's ketamine, though.
No. I'm
Or
talking
not
about fake
ketamine.
weed.
Not ketamine.
Lots of bath salts are fake ketamine or fake MDMA analogs too. Oftentimes, a bath salt will be a combination of like a cocaine semi-analog and a MDMA semi-analog, like mixed together for like the best effect they can get with unproven dangerous chemicals.
Interesting. Well, we'll do our very last commercial break real quick, but before we do it, Dr. Squatch, we actually use this here in the studio. Waz and I both use it.
All the time.
I believe.
Squatching every day.
Here we go, Dr. Squatch. If you
Wait for it.
Here, we'll put it on the screen so you can squatch it.
You can get go to RadioVegasRocks.com, and they are one of our sponsors. And if you click on them, give you a little bit extra off your bill.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Listen up. The soap you shower with, it's you probably haven't even questioned what bar of soap you lather up with. Let's face it, most guys don't. They're still using whatever bar their mommy bought for her little man. Is that what you want? To smell like mama's little man? Ugh. But now you can upgrade your shower game with Dr. Squatch Natural Soap.
To subscribe to Dr. Squatch, visit RadioVegas.rocks and click on the banner.
Or don't, and continue to be mommy's little helper. Dr. Squatch Natural Soap. Real soap for real men.
You guys love tacos?
I do.
Yes.
I do.
Okay, right? Yeah.
tacos.
That's my spirit animal.
I don't care what gender you are or, we love tacos, right?
Sexually identify as a taco.
Yes! Whatever, man. But, since we all love tacos, we all need to know about Pinche's Tacos. And do you know where it's at? It's 9205 West Russell Road. It's an awesome place for lunch, dinner, or both. Here at RadioVegas.rocks, we love this place so much that if you mention us and order a blood orange margarita, they will give you a free gringo taco. What? Free gringo taco? Yes, that's right. That's what I said. And you know what else? It's like, okay, you're like, well, I don't really feel like driving over there. They have 2 locations, bruh. 2 locations. But you need to get in on this deal. You must visit the Russell location. I mean, yeah, that's where you gotta go for the free gringo tacos. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? If you're just like, I don't have gas for that, but I have money for tacos, just go to the other one. But yeah, Pinche's Tacos, because who else doesn't love tacos, man?
Hi, I'm Todd, a child of the 1970s and your host for K-Todd. It's my 70s radio show that plays the music from the me decade. We'll have lots of memories from those 10 great years with moments from TV and the movies. And your requests. Call me anytime and leave a request or a comment and you could be on the air at 1-315-665-1970. And stay tuned for the next fun look at the 70s on K-Todd.
God, love Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Totally my favorite Ray Charles song.
He's got such a vision.
Such a vision.
Or had. He had such a vision.
Metaphorically.
Yeah.
Metaphorically.
How's your volume? This slider goes from none to love rapidly. You hear me okay?
Nope, actually it's completely dead. But that's okay.
Here we go.
Yep, still completely dead. Oh, there it goes.
There you
it
go.
goes.
Needs a wiggle.
Hey. So why don't you go ahead And let's get into you've got a revenge story.
I got a revenge story. You ready?
Revenge me.
So this is what happens.
Revenge of the Sith.
Wait, do you have a stinger for that? Did we do the revenge stinger?
I don't think we.
No.
Don't we have a revenge stinger?
No, not yet.
Okay, well, we're gonna make some.
We're
We're
gonna
new stingers.
We're gonna get a hold of our friend James.
Look, we
Send
got
us stingers, you
we
guys.
got
Send
a
us your
whole
stingers.
bunch of stuff in the works.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
There's so much going on for Two Clueless Dudes. So I want to thank everyone who listens for basically helping us reach this level. We've got over 6,000 Facebook followers.
That's amazing.
Already, that's lovely.
incredible.
That's amazing.
Our posts, do
Hundreds of
great.
people tune in every week, so
Yeah.
you guys aren't alone.
Our shows are doing fantastic, and we've got a lot of great new content that we're going to release over the coming months, and it's going to be great. So go ahead.
So glad to have you.
So if
Okay,
your
so
wife,
now that that's over with, let's no.
may I speak?
I guess so.
If your
Grudgingly.
wife ever catches you cheating on her,
I have spoken.
what do you imagine she would do? She would probably ask you to leave, create a scene, divorce you, teach your mistress a lesson or two, or create a public scene to humiliate you. One woman, however, decided none of that was worth it. So, on discovering that her husband had a mistress, she found out how the woman was and wrote her an open letter.
How the woman was, like health-wise.
She found out who the woman was
Like,
and wrote
how
her.
the woman was. I mean, she's of decent health, has some sinus allergies, but it's seasonal. So
and wrote her a letter. The letter is so sarcastic and detailed that you would almost feel for the dude. He hadn't expected such hilarious brutality. She reached out. Thanks, Jennifer, for leaving bite marks all over my husband's chest last night. No, really. Thank you. You have no idea what a nightmare you have just saved me and my kids from. To reward you for your services, I am offering you my husband for keeps. Should you accept your prize, please note the following rules. 1. You are going to have to financially support him. I say this because we have 2 children together, but you knew that, which means that he will have to give up a sizable chunk of his pay to support them in a manner they deserve. Please keep in mind that since he kept me as a stay-at-home mom for the better part of 11 years, he will also be paying me alimony. So forget about his money, honey, because it's mine. 2. You will have to provide him with new attire. You see, after he stepped from our shower, now my shower, this morning dripping wet and naked, is when I discovered your little love bites. It just so happened that at that exact moment, a giant black hole appeared in my home and devoured almost all of his clothing. Therefore, he will be coming to you almost naked. Lucky you. The bright side is that you can dress him in any way you want. Go nuts. Buy him a leash, some vinyl attire, or a cute dress while you're at it.
Revenge letters for those that are joining us. This is a revenge letter.
3. You will have to give him up every other weekend. This time will be set aside for visits with his children. Since he openly admitted in front of several people that you were just some dumb drunk whore that he met at a tweaker's house, you will be banned from these visits for fear of my children's safety. Just so you know that this is the reason, just so you know, that is also going to be the reason for his limited visits, if not supervised. After all, WTF was he doing at a tweaker's house in the first place?
Tweaking,
4.
obviously. Come on.
Tweaking. He was tweaking. You will not have a proper sex life.
Oh yeah, stimulants.
Yeah.
You get all excited,
Love
but
from
you don't
Zimbabwe,
get excited.
Sabong. Thank you.
I know that you didn't make love to him last night, since his back injury 4 years ago left his manhood not working right. Too bad for you, because before that was the best sex we ever had, and we made love all the time. By the way, no, it cannot be fixed. It's nerve damage, sweetie, so deal with it. 5. You will not return him to me. I will not have him. He messed up when he touched you. I was a good wife to him, and he had a good thing going here. Don't be surprised if you don't live up to me, because you won't, and he will make you miserable for it. 6. He will blame you for all of this. He told me with tears in his eyes that you giggled to him. I hope your wife sees that. I don't know if you said it or not, and I don't care. However, just in case you did, your wish came true. I did see it, and he's pissed. He's so mad that you made the comment that when I punched him in the eye, he apologized to me. Yes, I know violence is wrong, and to be honest, I've never hit anyone before. However,
Gotta start sometime.
I'm not sorry that I did it, and if I could have the moment back, I would simply have just aimed lower. 7. This one isn't really a rule, more like a friendly warning. I will make sure to take up as much time of yours with all the petty shit I can find to spite you. I will make it a hobby to hurt him and you the same amount that my kids are hurting right now. Please be aware that he will take it, he will deal with it for years with a smile. I was with him for 12 years, and yes, I know him better. Yes, I do feel completely justified in my actions, just in case you were wondering.
Yes, I know.
So thank you, Jennifer, the dumb drunk whore from the tweaker's house who left bite marks on my husband's chest last night.
Wow.
For showing me 11 years and 2 children were no match for you. I applaud you on a man well done. He's all yours.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Zing.
Can I make one more
Zinger.
confession this episode?
Yes.
Oh
Okay,
my
final
gosh.
confession. Okay, so
Oh my
Confess.
gosh, yes, please confess.
Ronnie Baker, what up, buddy?
I've been with my wife like 8 years.
8 years?
And
8 years.
I haven't done anything with anybody else in that time. But like about a year in, like we started like saying we had an open relationship, but neither of us ever did anything with it. I think it was just so we didn't feel as tied down.
Sure.
Still feeling
non-committal.
young.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so I was thinking about this person visiting that was like an old fling, and like
Sup, Ronnie Baker?
wanting to do something with her, like for old time's sake, and she didn't live in town, she'd be gone, and it would just be like one of those like forbidden fantasy things, and just discussing it with my lady made me not want to do it anymore. It was great. It was like a forbidden fruit thing to where I like talked about it and I'm like, okay, now it sounds like a hassle. I don't really want to F this old person anyway.
Or you could watch the videos that they give you in the military, and you see some of the most disgusting things in the world,
just
and
ruins
it'll make
people.
you never want to do anything ever with your wiener ever again.
If I ever cheated on my wife, she has absolute and utter permission to shoot me in the face and kill me dead.
I just think like talking
I
about
would
cheating
shoot
is
you
the best thing.
I hope a lot of people would.
Like you
It's
don't
never gonna
feel
happen.
like cheating if you can talk yourself into talking with your person about cheating on them. And, like it makes you totally not feel like it anymore.
Yeah, right? You feel weird.
It's the best move.
All right, it's time. It's time for me to drop an incredible amount of knowledge on you, okay? I'm going to give you your reasons,
Okay.
why you should never,
Never.
ever
Ever.
go to the circus.
Okay, hit me.
Don't ride elephants.
No, you shouldn't.
There are 7 points I'm going to make here, folks. 7 points.
You're a see you next Tuesday if you do.
Mm-hmm. Number 1. Years of actual research have shown that most children who attend the circus are 10 times more likely to have dolphin-related paraphernalia surgically removed from their anus by the age of 32.
Yeah.
That stat.
Yeah.
These are scientifically accurate, folks. I've checked them out myself.
So you're likely
Yeah.
to put something dolphin related in your butt.
Up your
Yes.
butthole.
Badly
And
enough to
then-
need it surgically removed. Well,
bad
those
enough.
fins will keep it stuck in
10
there.
times more likely. I mean, that's incredible. Than those kids that didn't attend the circus.
Just only use the first half if you're going to do yourself with a dolphin.
Yeah, never go past the dorsal fin.
Yeah.
Never go past
Stop
the
at
dorsal.
dorsals. Number 2. Circuses are responsible for 70% of all, 70%, folks, of all goat-related human deaths.
I believe that. There's a lot of goats.
Can you imagine that?
There's a lot of slippage. Goats falling, I would assume. You'd have a problem with goats falling.
Well, you're just
from the
minding your
sky.
own business.
And boom.
Unpredictable.
Bam!
That's an unpredictable animal.
You're stabbed by a goat.
Yeah. And it's going to land.
Why?
Bored.
Because he wanted to eat your socks.
Mm.
No, I know what you're thinking, folks. What if I don't wear socks?
Yeah.
I'll be safe, right? No!
Not safe?
Not right. Goats hate it when you don't wear socks, and they may just kill you for that reason alone.
Oh, Jesus.
Facts, people. Facts. Number 3. Scary alcoholic clowns named Vincenzo.
Oh, definitely.
Oh.
Wait,
they're always named Vincenzo.
There's more than
Always
one clown.
Vincenzo.
It's always classic Vincenzo the clown. And you know what? He smells of liquor and regrets.
Yeah, he does.
The only balloon animal he can make is a hot dog without the bun. He probably drives a Suzuki that's got a trash bag for a side window and a bumper sticker that says, "My other ride is your mom." Vincenzo, you perv.
Vincenzo
You
Suzuki.
son of a bitch.
Classic Vincenzo. Classic Vincenzo.
Damn, Vinny.
Number 4.
Vinny the Clown.
Porta potties that are so old and nasty that even bums are like, "Meh, I'm good. I'll just shit in this Cracker Jack box and make sure there's no decoder ring inside first."
Yeah.
But there never is. It's always a goddamn peel-on tattoo.
Isn't it always, though?
Always.
It's
You
always.
never get the decoder
It's
ring.
always that little son of a bitch. You never get the ring.
You know, I actually said prostitution was a lot like a Cracker Jack box.
Yeah?
You reach in hoping for a decoder ring and all you get is sticky fingers.
Yeah. It's true.
Number 5. It's a waste of money, folks.
Total.
It's a waste of money.
Total.
You're going to pay all this cash to watch what? An elephant jump through a ring of fire? I can
Yeah.
do that shit.
Just sad animals with Stockholm syndrome.
I could do that. I could do that. You are paying money to watch a grown-ass man flail around a swing set. Meet me at the playground, dog. Watch me flail around for free.
Meet me at the playground, dog. That's the title of this episode now.
Don't waste your money, folks. Don't waste your money.
Or just don't go because they treat animals bad.
Number 6.
So good for that.
Nuclear attacks.
Yes.
Okay? Being at the circus is the worst place to be in a nuclear attack.
Yeah, there's no fallout.
You
Ever.
think that flimsy tent is going to shelter you?
No.
No. You think the corpses of clowns and elephants will protect you from radioactive fallout?
No.
Maybe.
No, there's no.
Clown skin is renowned for its ability to insulate. It's a favorite material used by electricians.
These pants are clown skin.
Yeah. They're very insulative. We're probably going to line this building with clown skin.
The ceiling. I'm so excited about what we're doing to the ceiling. I said we're putting foil on it earlier. It's so stupid. We're actually putting real insulation that just happens to be shiny. Anyway, go on.
And last but not least, number 7.
I said foil, but I didn't mean
I'm
it.
so self-conscious today.
Nobody.
Nobody.
And I mean nobody wants to see a lady with a beard. Okay? That's basically just called a cross-dresser or tranny. It's way more common than you would think. You do not have to go all the way to the circus to see a lady with a beard.
That's true.
If she does her eyebrows real nice, I can handle a 5 o'clock.
Yeah. No. I mean, no. I meant no.
And folks,
I meant no.
that is why you should never, ever go to the circus.
Just don't go to the circus anyway.
Thank you.
Ooh, it's building.
I know this is more information than you asked for. Thank you. You guys are great. I love you all.
There's more coming.
Oh, an ovation. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you very much.
Calm it down.
Calming it down.
And now the crowd claps backwards.
So another thing that I'd really like to talk to you about. Okay, this is kind of important. This is kind of important. So we live in Nevada, right? The show takes place in Nevada. It takes place in Las Vegas. However, we don't give enough. We don't do enough. We don't talk about enough about our neighbor in Carson City.
Okay.
So a Carson City man was actually arrested for stealing his roommate's money in order to pay him rent.
Oh.
But it gets better. It gets far more interesting. After pulling out the money to pay him rent, he then decided to gamble the money away and lost it all.
That happens a lot.
Now, how much money do you think we're talking about here?
Oh, probably 30 grand.
It was $100, dude. He's going to jail. His bail is $2,000.
Oh no.
Over $100.
Hey, what can I say? Keep your hands away.
I mean, think, man. It's got the time has to be worth the crime. You know
what?
I mean?
I always say, because Las Vegas is such a great city, and it's such a great city to visit, but you got to be careful here.
This person is lucky. You're so much better off in jail than in the streets in this oven of a city.
You got to be careful in Las Vegas because you can come here on vacation and live life outside of Las Vegas back at home on probation.
It's true.
So we do have laws, we do have rules, there are regulations out here in Las Vegas.
Yes, there are.
Do not go swimming in the Bellagio.
We have a little bit of
Stuff
time
gets
left.
enforced, especially on the Strip because it's private property. They can do anything to you. It can be
It's county property.
We have a little bit of time left.
A lot of it belongs to the casinos
Oh,
itself.
yeah.
So you
Yeah,
can
for
drink
sure.
outside, but you can
Paradise City.
The cops can beat you up.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Our video has ended.
Our video has ended.
No. I know the internet disconnected for
It's
like.
being weird.
No, it's been great until just now.
Until
But
just right now?
The video is getting uploaded to YouTube, so you're probably
Cool.
watching this on the uploaded recording.
Okay, so if you're watching on Facebook, you're gonna have to go find us on
you're
YouTube.
not watching on Facebook. Oh, it's back now.
Hey, we're back.
So they'll see us again in a second, but for the little chunk you missed, don't worry, you're seeing it now on YouTube.
Hey, up there it comes. Come
On
back.
twocluesdudes.com, I'm putting the video up right after.
So before we're gonna. It's 6:48, so we got a little bit of time. So I'm just gonna give you a couple of weird things.
Okay.
That you did not know.
All right.
About Bob Ross.
Oh, I know a lot about Bob Ross.
Oh, Bob Ross facts. This is a great way to tie it up.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me.
So number one, did you know he actually hated his perm?
No.
His hair?
Yeah, I'm familiar with curly hair.
I love it.
Now, it was an integral part of his trademark look, but it might surprise some fans to learn that his hair was naturally straight.
Really?
He chose to get a perm because he thought he could save money by not having haircuts. That is all. That is. Yet Ross later regretted the lush curly locks and wanted to change his hair back to its natural state. By that point, however, his company had already included Ross's iconic hair in the company logo. So there was no going back.
None at all.
It's the Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
Rod Stewart can never change his hair, and his hair is awful.
Yeah, it's god awful.
It's awful. He basically
It will,
looks
it will
like
always be a mullet.
he looks like a mop standing up.
Yeah.
It's awful. Next, his former mentor. They were rivals.
Oh,
Bob-
who was this one?
Bill Alexander, the man who taught Ross the wet-on-wet technique that was popularized by the Joy of Painting. Like Ross, the Joy of Painting graced television screens. Like Ross, Alexander also had a show on PBS called The Magic of Oil Painting. The show finished airing in 1982, a year before The Joy of Painting graced television screens. Ross modeled his show after Alexander's, and like Alexander, used his show to market his line of painting supplies. While Alexander's show was popular, Ross's show and Empire were far more successful, partly due to Ross's soothing, dulcet tones and attractive persona. I thought that was pretty interesting. But the guy, Alexander, said, he betrayed me. I trained him and he's copying me. What bothers me is not just that he betrayed me, but he thinks he can do it better. And
What if it just actually is? That's the thing is like, why do you take something, you share something with the world, you improve the world, and then everyone taking on your thing and going further with it copied you? Well, you copied the ancient cave painters. You copied a bunch of people. Leading up to, it's like everything's a copy of everything. Shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
Learn how to talk more soft.
Did you know he was a sergeant in the Air Force?
Yes.
No.
He was.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. Yeah. I was the guy who makes you scrub the latrine, the guy who makes you make your bed, the guy who screams at you for being late to work. The job requires you to be mean, tough person. And I was fed up with it. I promised myself that if I ever got away from it, it wasn't going to be that way anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of
compensating.
enjoyed the military in that aspect. You always knew what time you were going to go eat.
It's true.
You always knew what you were going to dress in.
Yep.
There was never, ever any question.
That's what's so great about prison.
You knew.
What's so great about prison?
So great about prison. What's so great about prison?
Ask Jeffrey Epstein. Wait, no, don't. Okay, one last
It's
one.
like he's not dead. He's just in prison.
He's just in prison somewhere.
One of the Epsteins is dead.
90%.
90.
This is the last fact. 90% of his audience did not paint.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I didn't. No, I just watched.
You just watched it to watch it.
I just did weed and watched it.
And here's another one I'll give you for free. He actually did not get paid for his show.
Didn't know that.
Not $1. He made all of his money by selling his products, by pushing his own product line.
TwoCluelessDudes.com/merch.
Boom, boom. We got to get that started.
Yes,
we got to
we
get
do.
that merch going.
I meant to say greasyconversation.com/merch.
Boom, boom. Do you have any merch?
Hell yeah.
Oh, he does have merch. I've
Yeah,
looked
good
at
shit.
it.
I have a new
He's
provider.
He's got a shirt.
I
He's got a
revamped it.
hat. He's got
A hat shirt?
a tumbler.
Smugs, yeah.
A shumbler?
I revamped it recently, so there's dope logos. Check it out.
plumbler?
Greasyconversation.com, spelled the way you'd expect.
And again, folks, thank you so much for listening to our show. All of our friends in Maryland, I greatly, greatly appreciate all y'all listening.
The Mo. Thanks, people from the Mo.
From the Mo. And check us out on YouTube. Subscribe. Like it. Love it.
Share it.
Obviously, you can follow us on Facebook. Obviously, you can find us on twocluelessdudes.com. Of course, you can find us on Twitch. Of course, you can find us on RadioVegas.rocks.
Yes.
Along with our main man, Waz, here at Greasy Conversation. Yeah. We're just trying to lay the facts on you, folks. We're here for you.
WOZ.LOL.
And we will be back next week, every Friday at 5 Pacific Standard Time. And I mean Pacific, not specific.
Specifically Pacific Standard Time.
Specifically Pacific Standard Time.
WOZ.LOL. It's an actual website. You can type it in.
Waz.lol.
Stay tuned to Radio Vegas Rocks. The joy continues into the evening. Check
Yeah.
out radiovegas.rocks/schedule for all the gladness to take place. And
Thank you, everybody. Have a good weekend. Be safe.
That's right. Enjoy your flight.
all right, cold ending, cold ending, cold ending.